Good morning, and I'm not sure if I'm live as of now or not, but if I am, then it's amazing. But what has happened is that today we were completely overwhelmed because of these, what do you say, the technical issues, and I was 13 minutes nahi ho sakta. Why don't I do it here? It's such a pain to be able to, to be. And I'm still struggling to Google just makes it harder and harder for us to get work done. कि ये कर दो, वैसा कर दो, वैसे कर दो. ठीक है, no problem. It's all part of security. I'm just gonna start this session very quickly, and just give me 2 more minutes before we start this day today, and it is amazing. Thank you for the patience. Thank you for joining in. Lovely work, and we know how things are working today. Today is all a sea of green, as I have said already, as I've put it there already. And so there has been a. Am I able to listen to this? Is it audible? And now I don't know if I'm audible or not. So I'm testing still. Once I know that it is audible, then I will work it out. Still not audible? Once I know that it okay, okay, great. So it feels that we are rightly on. Amazing. Nice. Good. So let's start with our, basic premise, which is the start of the day. So yeah, let me introduce a few things to you before we actually start. One is that I'm going to be live here, and it's a big pressure to stay live. Big pressure to stay live all the time. Okay. So what we will do is I will keep introducing one or more videos in between so that you guys are entertained. And as and when I do that. So today could be one of the test days, and that's that's the reason I'm also struggling get it up. But no, nevertheless, okay. So the first segment is always going to be very simple. The first segment is that what we will do is we will talk about how the day is supposed to be, how the day is going to be spent. Now, what are the key areas to watch? Then we will go into 15-minute analysis every time that we do it. So lovely work. Thank you for tuning in, and let's start. So good morning. Today is Thursday, the 7th of May, and we have actually opened to a sea of green. The Hormuz fear that gripped the market for weeks seems like it has finally cracked, and it is being replaced by a wave of optimism that is lifting everything from the Wall Street to Gift Nifty. Overnight, our tone has shifted from a naval combat to a very possible peace. US has already said कि भाई हमें अब झगड़ा नहीं करना. We don't want to do any more of this. And it seems it's apt because I don't know if you remember or if you watched it. In one of my earlier videos and analysis, we came to a conclusion that May 15th is the time when US would want to disengage from this battle. in order to prepare for their next upcoming midterm elections. अगर midterm elections वो लोग हारते हैं तो it's going to be really really bad. So they have to start from May 15th to make a substantial dent in the thinking of a person who is affected, say, negatively from because of the Iran war. And we realize that a lot of people actually in the US have been negative about this war because they think कि ये करने का ज़रूरत ही नहीं था. And the feeling is कि ये more or less is Israel's war. So we are very close to May 15, and in that video I will give you the link as well. We have said if you want to start investing, you start investing during this time frame. So which is the time frame that starts from today to May 15th. Okay, so and you will see good results out of that. So we are looking at a triple digit gap up in India as well. We were thinking that is how it's going to be, and we thought that we will reclaim the post-election highs. But while the risk of war is fading, the structural damage to our currency has been a red flag in the sea of green. So India's progress has been dented, but it is not over, and it is dented because of two big shocks. One is the crude and one is our currency. So the headline is the dramatic cooling of the energy market today. Overnight, President Trump signaled that a deal with Iran is very, very possible, and it has sparked a massive sell-off in crude. Brent crude plunged by nearly 8%, crashing from $110 yesterday night to settle at 101.58. WTI was actually lower than 100 as well. So we are seeing reports of new Persian Gulf Strait Authority being weighed as part of a US-backed peace proposal. So US is now, because it was pushed into a corner and the world itself was pushed into a corner because of the Hormuz. So US would like to effectively blunt this thing. So they have learned the hard way. 7 presidents listened to each other to their security assessments and said कि नहीं करना चाहिए because Iran can effectively control it. And this guy, Donald Trump, did not listen. So he's found it the hard way that the analysts were right. So the street is now pricing in a phased reopening of the strait, moving us from a supply crisis to a recovery phase almost overnight. But has India waited? I don't think India has waited. What India did is that we have activated our sovereign energy independence, okay? So our energy sovereignty, in fact, very, very seriously. And I'm covering that in a video coming out tonight. You will see how India has actually accelerated from being dependent economy to becoming an independent economy in the next 4 to 5 years. But coming back to this, globally, the Wall Street did not just rally, it actually broke new ground. The S&P 500 and NASDAQ yesterday surged on the back of tumbling oil and blowout tech earnings. Here at home, yesterday's session saw a massive sentiment shift. So we actually saw a 15-minute 700 point candle on Bank Nifty, which was algorithms taking a bow. After weeks of selling, FPIs turned into a significant buyer, though official depository data suggests a mixed bag with 3,399 crores in net sales being countered by massive DII support. The Nifty managed a 298-point gain yesterday to close at 24,330. So yesterday, in fact, DIIs or mutual funds were deploying a lot of their money. So today's morning data for the sheet is GIFT Nifty was trading at 24,550 when I was creating this research. But right now, if I see, then GIFT Nifty, in fact, Nifty 50 is up 13 points and Bank Nifty is just touching 56,000. So we are in that territory, okay, where we will explode in a certain time. Okay, so the support, the rupee is attempting a recovery to 94.57. It was at 95.32, which was record low as of now, like in the day, but we have done well. Okay, so the resistance is that we are heading straight for 24,660. If we cross 24,660 with volume, the path to 25,000 is wide open. The support is now at 24,200, and it is also the immediate floor. Any dip towards that level will likely to be met with aggressive buying. So that's going to happen. So today is going to be a lot more volatile because every dip will be looked out for to buy. Okay. So today you should watch aviation and paint stocks. They will definitely go up, and the reason that they will go up is because the oil prices are dropping. The primary beneficiaries are of the $9 drop in the oil. Banking and financials, which led yesterday's 1.2% rally, will likely see continued strength. India's VIX has cooled significantly as the panic subsides, and we are trading at a hope rally. So enjoy this gap up today, okay? But don't go all in just as of now. I think you should go staggered. Yesterday's big rally must have spiked the premiums very, very high. So if you buy something today and the market stays sideways, or even if it goes to 25,000, okay, which is just about 4-5%, then the sidewaysness of the market will mean that you will decay in your premiums. So don't go full-fledged buying. Be careful. Buy only when you're meeting certain levels, and if you are able to buy with at the price which is yesterday's. So try and pay as less premium as possible, and obviously do it with a big hedge. So thank you for tuning in. Great for you to be here, and I'm gonna join up. I'm here live, but I'm testing some things. So I'll be on mute as and when you need to speak with me. Please just ping me or write me your message, and that'll be great. So thanks a lot, and I'm gonna go back on mute.